my gosh! You will not believe the scandal that just broke. I'm talking about the kind of drama that has everyone's jaws on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn because this tea is scalding hot. So picture this, Mendeecees Harris. You know, the one married to the gorgeous Yandy Smith has found himself in the middle of what might be the messiest scandal of the year. A video has surfaced online and honey, it's spreading faster than wildfire. We're talking about footage that allegedly shows Mendeecees in a hotel room with, wait for it, a female fan. And let's just say this wasn't a meet and greet situation, if you know what I mean. The internet is going absolutely crazy. Everyone's demanding answers, and Yandy's silence? It's speaking volumes, darling. But here's where it gets even juicier. Nobody knows where this video came from. Some people are saying the woman leaked it herself. Others think it's all a setup. And there are even those conspiracy theorists claiming it's AI generated. But honestly, the biggest question on everyone's mind is this video real? And if it is, what does this mean for Mendeecees and Yandy's marriage? Let me tell you, social media has seen its fair share of scandals. But this is on a whole different level. When that leaked video hit the web, it was like dropping a nuclear bomb on the internet. At first, everyone thought it was just another baseless rumor, you know, the kind that dies down after a few hours. But then, the actual footage dropped and everything changed. The video might have been short and a bit blurry, but honey, it was unmistakably incriminating. And the man in it, it looked exactly like Mendeecees. Yes, the same Mendeecees who's always preaching about loyalty, who stood by Yandy through thick and thin. Now here he was, caught up in one of the biggest cheating scandals we've seen in recent history. The setting was pure luxury, a high-end hotel room with dim lighting and expensive-looking everything. There he was, sitting comfortably, completely oblivious to the fact that this moment would soon blow up in his face. And across from him, a woman whose identity wasn't clear, but trust me, her intentions were crystal. Now, at first, people wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was edited, maybe it was just someone who looked like him. But then the internet detectives got to work. They noticed his voice, that deep, familiar tone we've all heard countless times. But the real smoking gun? That gray designer hoodie he was wearing, the exact same one he'd posted on his Instagram story just hours before the video leaked? I mean, come on. That's when everything went into complete meltdown mode. Within minutes, hashtags like #Mendeecees exposed and #Yandy deserves better were trending everywhere. People started tagging Yandy left and right, demanding answers, wondering what her next move would be. But Yandy? Complete radio silence. And let me tell you something, that silence was deafening. You see, normally when cheating rumors pop up, Yandy's the first one to shut them down. But this time, nothing, not a peep. And that silence, it spoke volumes. But wait, it gets even crazier. Out of nowhere, this mysterious Instagram account appears, @darkkarma. Their first post? A cryptic message that had everyone's group chats blowing up. You all want the truth? Stay tuned. I got receipts. Within an hour, they had over 50,000 followers, with everyone practically begging for proof. And deliver they did. Screenshots started dropping of alleged DMs between Mendeecees and some mystery woman. The messages? Chilly, they were something else. We got to keep this low-key and don't trip, you know I got you. I mean, could it be any more obvious? But the final nail in the coffin? Someone dug up an old Instagram story from the exact night the video was supposedly filmed. It was just Mendeecees lounging, scrolling through his phone. Nothing unusual, right? Wrong. The background matched the leaked footage perfectly. Same hotel, same curtains, same everything. Game over. Even his ride or die supporters couldn't defend him anymore. The evidence was stacking up faster than pancakes at IHOP, and Mendeecees, still radio silent. That's when everyone realized this wasn't just some rumor. This was real, honey. Real with a capital R. But hold on to your wigs because things were about to take an even darker turn. Just when everyone thought they'd seen it all, another bombshell dropped. This video, it wasn't just randomly leaked. Someone intentionally released it, and when you find out who... Chile, you're going to need to sit down for this. It all started with another cryptic Instagram story from an anonymous account. The message was simple but explosive. Y'all want to know who leaked it? Asked the woman in the video. The internet went into complete meltdown mode. Everyone started connecting dots faster than a kindergartner with coloring. Book. Then someone dropped the name in the comments. Tasha Monroe. At first, no one knew who she was, but then the receipts started flowing. Turns out Tasha wasn't just some random fan. She was a model, an influencer, and most importantly, someone who had history with Mendeecees. Old pictures started circulating, showing them together at events, after parties, even on vacation. This wasn't just a one-time mistake, honey. This was a whole situation. But the real gag? A voice memo leaked of Tasha talking to a friend, and what she said had everyone's jaws on the floor. "Girl, I warned him. I told him if he kept playing me, I would ruin his life. He thought I was bluffing. Well, guess what? Now the whole world knows who he really is." The internet lost its collective mind. This wasn't just cheating, this was revenge. And the questions started flying. How long had this been going on? Was Mendeecees living a double life? But the biggest question of all, did Yandy know? For hours, Yandy's Instagram was dead silent. No posts, no stories, nothing. Then suddenly, boom, she unfollowed Mendeecees. That was all the confirmation anyone needed. She knew, and she was done. But Mendeecees, oh, he wasn't going down without a fight. That same night, he finally broke his silence with an Instagram live that had everyone grabbing their popcorn. His face was tense, his voice shaking, and he started off denying everything. "Y'all really believe anything the internet says? This is crazy. That ain't me in that video, y'all tripping." But the comments weren't having it. "Not you lying on live. Explain the hoodie, bro. We ain't stupid. So the video fake but Yandy still unfollowed you? Make it make sense." Just when people thought he was about to log off, he dropped a bombshell that had everyone's phones freezing. "Man, y'all don't even know the whole story. That video? It was leaked by someone trying to set me up, and I know exactly who it was." The internet went crazy. Who was he talking about? Tasha? Someone else? And then he dropped a name that nobody saw coming. "This was all planned. Y'all want to know who did this? It was Yandy." The comments froze for a second before exploding. "What? Nah, you lying?" But Mendeecees wasn't backing down. He looked straight into the camera and doubled down. "Yandy been looking for a way out. She set me up. She wanted this video to get out so she could leave me and not look bad. Y'all think I'm lying? Just wait. The truth always comes out." Nobody knew what to believe anymore. Was Mendeecees playing victim, or was Yandy really behind this whole thing? But just when things couldn't get any messier, Yandy went live, and what she said? Chile. It flipped the whole story on its head. Yandy appeared on screen, her face serious, eyes slightly swollen like she'd been crying. But there was no hesitation in her voice when she dropped her own truth bomb. "I have kept quiet out of respect, but since lies are being told, I have no choice but to tell the truth. Mendeecees, you know exactly what you did, and you know exactly who leaked that video. It wasn't me, but it was someone you should have never crossed." The internet exploded again. If it wasn't her, then who? But before anyone could start guessing, she revealed the name that sent shockwaves everywhere. It was Tasha, and she wasn't acting alone. She had help from someone inside their own circle. Yandy wasn't done, though. She leaned in closer to the camera, her voice shaking with anger. "Mendeecees, you want to talk about setups? Let's talk about what you did. Let's talk about the fact that you thought you could play me, play her, and walk away clean. But guess what? You got sloppy, and now the truth is out." The tea just kept getting hotter. Turns out Tasha wasn't just some fan. She was someone Mendeecees had been seeing behind Yandy's back for months. He had promised her things, told her he was going to leave Yandy. That's why she leaked the video, because he lied to her, and when she realized she was just another one of his games, she made sure he would never play her again. But the final bombshell, the person who helped Tasha, who gave her access to the security footage from that hotel. It was Samantha Wallace, Mendeecees' ex and the mother of his son. The same woman who had been at war with Yandy for years. The same woman who had accused Mendeecees of abandoning their child. Yandy pulled out all the receipts. DMs between Samantha and Tasha from weeks before the leak. Messages where Samantha was telling Tasha to get proof. Messages where she was laughing about how this was going to finally expose Mendeecees. And then the ultimate betrayal. A recorded phone call between Mendeecees and Samantha from just days before the video surfaced. Mendeecees, "You tripping? If this comes out, you know Yandy going to leave me, right?" Samantha's response, just laughter. "That's the point, dummy." But why? Why would Samantha do this? Yandy revealed the final piece of the puzzle. Samantha never forgave you, Mendeecees. Not for how you treated her, not for how you embarrassed her on TV. And she told me herself, this was never just about the cheating. This was about payback. Just when everyone thought they'd heard it all, Mendeecees popped back up with his own final twist. He went live again, but this time, this wasn't the confident, smooth-talking Mendeecees people were used to. This was a man backed into a corner. All right, you all want to know the truth? Fine, I'll tell you all the truth, but don't say I didn't warn you. And what he said next? Nobody saw it coming. That video, that whole situation, it was never what it looked like. Y'all been played, just like me. He dropped his own receipts, screenshots of text messages between Yandy and Tasha weeks before the video surfaced. Yandy's message? Make sure you have the footage. We need people to believe it. Then messages between Samantha and Yandy. If we do this right, he'll have no choice but to leave everything behind. Yandy's response? He won't even see it coming. But the final bombshell? The real reason behind it all? You know why she really did this? Because she's already with somebody else. It's Rich. Rich Dawes, Yandy's old friend, the man who had always been around, always seemed just a little too close. The internet was left in complete shock. Nobody knew who to believe anymore. Was Mendeecees telling the truth? Had Yandy really set him up? Was Samantha really working with her? Was Tasha just a pawn? Or was this just another one of Mendeecees' games? And now, Yandy's about to go live again, and rumor has it, what she's about to say will take this scandal to an even crazier level. This drama is far from over, honey. And trust me, you're going to want to stay tuned for what happens next. So what do you think? Was this a setup from the start? Did Yandy play the ultimate chess move? Or is Mendeecees just making excuses for getting caught? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this tea is still piping hot, and we'll be right here with all the updates as they come.